This NLC president don't want get sense. I go carry you and a below come for my shoulder like this. They do makeup for my old boy house. You see man wey carry hand like this, do face like this. You they believe and they trust them. Now you they come out, they can't cry for cry. Say do na yahoo yahoo. In short, Nigerians, more listen to this video. Let me share and leave your comments. It is well.
The Labour Congress has branded President Bola Tinubu a betrayer following the recent significant hike in fuel prices. In a statement signed by its president, Joe Ajero, the Labour Centre expressed shock and dismay at the clandestine increase in the pump price of premium motor spirit, describing it as a deep sense of betrayal. The NLC recalled that one of the reasons for accepting the 70,000 naira national minimum wage was the understanding that the pump price of PMS would not be increased. The Congress also accused the government of reneging on its promises and implementing ferocious right-wing market policies that have driven Nigerians to their all-time low. Now, getting reactions from the NLC following this price hike, they're calling the president a betrayer. Ayo.
I talked about this, but this is. I don't know what else to say. How many people would disagree with that statement? Remember that on this table, when the NLC organized labor had gone to negotiate with the government pertaining to the minimum wage for Nigerian workers. And when they reached the 70,000 naira agreement, a number of people criticized it. Some Nigerians are not happy, saying that when you compare that to the reality of their spendings, it wasn't going to be anywhere near enough. But they said that the president had given them an option, or two options. Give you your 250,000 naira, which you are asking for, and increase pump price of petrol to between 1,500 and 2,000 naira, or give you 70,000 naira and maintain the status quo. So fuel price will remain at 617 naira with some other added benefits. Guess what happened? Well, they chose 70,000 naira, saying that, the increase in fuel price had plunged a lot of Nigerians into, poverty, deeper suffering, hardship, the inflation, inflation on effect on other areas, food inflation and the likes, people not being able to get to work, primary source of transportation affected, and many things. So they said, okay, we'll go for the second option so that at least we can use the 70,000 naira. What can the 70,000 naira do now that the price has increased to 897 naira, 879 naira? What is the take-home, minimum take-home 70,000 naira if you have to go to work every day, transport yourself? Because now, of course, we're talking about how
has gone up.
Transportation costs have gone up. A lot of people, because they're going to not just put now in this current situation the price of how much you bought PMS, but the suffering on the queue as well. Because it's not available, the prices have gone up, and now they're saying that this is even just the beginning. Let us expect more, perhaps we might even have more hikes in prices. We then wonder if this government is really in touch with the sufferings of the people. Only a few weeks ago, people came out to protest peacefully, complaining about the hardship that they are facing, asking that they should end hunger and poverty in Nigeria. Only a few weeks later, what is the response? A further hike in petrol price. Yes, say all the economic laws and principles and policies and things you may, but the truth is that the Nigerian on the street is not thinking about the laws of supply and demand, the laws of price. They don't care about that. They just want to be able to feed their family. They just want to be able to have a government that works for the people and will not see people suffering. Now the president is away in China. Yes, he's getting deals in China, but what is the point of getting deals in China when your people in Nigeria are suffering? What is the point? So today I speak from my heart for a lot of Nigerians today. I don't know how people are coping, to be quite honest. Not only will transportation costs go up, but food prices will go up as well. Already, as it stands, when it was 617 naira, a lot of people were struggling to make ends meet. Then added to that is that they increased the prices in September when children have just started going, school has opened, so you have to pay school fees, you have to grapple with the cost of transporting your children to school, you have to grapple with the cost of transporting yourself to school. When will Nigerians catch a break? That break hopefully will come from the Dangote refinery, so congratulations to him. I like that you read out Mr. Femi Otedola's love letter to his friend.
Safe to call it that.
Alhaji Aliko Dangote, going back to the days of Blue Star Consortium when they wanted to get a stake in the Kaduna and Port Harcourt refinery, and how that went bust. But to see, and he did praise President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for midwife, ensuring that this happened during his administration. He didn't see the end to that. And I'd said earlier, and I'll still say it again, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has a responsibility to ensure that not only do we see the beginning of this happen, but that NNPCL in its responsibility to ensuring that there is enough supply to Dangote. The ball is literally in the court of NNPCL right now to ensure that this celebration is not is not short-lived, and that it actually works for the Nigerian people. In the area of price, I don't know to what extent Dangote refinery coming on stream would affect price of PMS. But congratulations to him. This dream has finally come to life. But let the government support and help Nigerians that are suffering. The suffering is too much.
Dr. Abati, I wonder if you want to comment on this, on the NLC coming out to call the president a betrayer and further demanding the immediate reversal of the fuel price.
Well, that is to be expected. What the NLC president is telling us is that during the negotiation, there was an agreement. They had insisted on 250,000 naira as minimum wage. And Ajero is saying that the federal government reached an agreement with them that, okay, don't worry, we will not increase fuel price. So take 70,000%. Even that 70,000 naira that has been approved, I don't know of any state that has paid it, so the implementation itself is a problem. And on top of that, now the NNPC Limited has increased the pump price of fuel with the calculation that the pump price of fuel could still go higher. So which means that the gains of the non-existent, non-implemented 70,000 naira has already disappeared, even before implementation. Inflation, we just wipe it out. So, but can you blame NNPC Limited? The same NNPC Limited that has told us we are financially constrained and we have a black hole of $6.8 billion that we have to settle with our traders. We have debt obligations. So they will need to increase pump price of fuel, bring in some revenue to begin to reduce the debt obligation. And I was saying that, look, even at 8.97 naira per liter, it will not scratch the surface. Maybe they will be able within 2 months to reduce the debt by about 30%, and then traders abroad can augment whatever they can get from Dangote refinery. So we're in a very delicate situation. But how the NLC would react eventually remains to be seen. But what can be said is that the federal government should not wait till the NLC begins to talk about strike, industrial action, before they engage the NLC to say, well, the nation is at a crossroad.